so Levi Kitchen gets the dub last night.
Doesn't even get a win.
Bigger pants that fit better.
Chef in the kitchen.
Goes 4-2-2 for the W. And, okay, great, cool. He got a win here. Now it's just like, can we do something else? I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the kid is going to have a great career, but I'm just saying it's kind of like outdoor. Did he win 1 or 2 outdoors?
He won Thunder Valley, and then he battled with Jet Southway.
Okay. So, yeah, so it's just like, I'd just like to see him back it up and like maybe finish the rest of the races. That would be cool. But I mean, it was a good ride for him. Like, he consistently was just right there all night. So,
which is funny because he went from struggle bus at fucking San Diego to I'm just gonna get a win.
Yeah. Well, he was down. Wasn't he down in the first corner in San Diego? Yeah. So yeah. I mean,
fuck all you fantasy owners that didn't have him last week.
I think
it was great. It was a good time.
I think Levi's. He's kind of the next wave after Jet and all those guys move out.
Yeah.
He's gonna be. Which is crazy to think though that he's a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
He's not a kid. I mean, he's a kid, but he's not a kid.
Yeah.
You know.
It was a good ride, but it was
Star Yamaha's got an overall though, guys. So don't hit the panic button.
Yamaha had 2. They're both their guys on the podium.
Yeah,
and Levi didn't even get a win.
Yeah, so I mean, it was a good ride, but it was kind of almost like a bit of an invisible ride all night.
Well,
I mean,
let's remember too. This is only his 3rd Supercross that he's actually finished.
Yeah,
wow.
3rd.
That's kind of wild. That's kind of wild to think about.
To get your first win in 3 tries.
Yep, that's pretty good.
You can only go up from there.
Yep. Okay, so Jet has a rough night. Triple Crowns are apparently not his
skip
thing.
over 2nd place?
I told you I'm not talking about
He is 2nd place. What are you talking about?
I thought Styles got 2nd.
No, Jet went 2nd with a 3.61. But I'll tell you what, it was funny.
Can we keep this down to 5 minutes?
Yeah, I really thought the 2nd race was going to look more like the 3rd race did, where I thought he was going to be pissed and come out and just put shit together. I was actually a little bit surprised it took till the 3rd race. But, I mean, come that 3rd race, he looked like Jet Lawrence. The first 2 was not him. And that weird ass crash he had in that first one, I'm not sure.
The ejectocito?
There were so many dudes that crashed in that. Like at first I was like, ooh, that's uncharacteristic. And then when so many dudes crashed in that corner, I was like, okay, so this wasn't just a Jet thing there.
He's human, Travis. That's
I know.
Just all we gotta say.
I understand that. And he went sketchy Jet in the 2nd race. That 2nd race was sketchy Jet all the way around. I will say that.
Okay.
But at the end of the night, we now have a 16-point lead after 3 rounds.
Yes. Because RJ'd.
Because, we'll get to that. So, okay, go ahead. Talk shit about Jet.
No, I told you in the group chat I'm not talking about Jet until he goes to the 450.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He's just
like that.
Nope, I'm just muting your mic. You're just muted now. You're out. Justin. So see, the problem is Justin's racist against white people, and so he hates Jet.
I kind of want to be on board with that because people talk about him enough.
So I'm not talking about it.
Gear was on point though.
Gear was that fucking yellow gear was sick.
Gear was on point.
Thank you.
All right.
No, I'm serious.
Well, how about the pink shit matched with the bike too?
I didn't like that light pink color,
but it matched the bike.
It did. That was interesting.
That was planned.
All right, so let's move on from Jet to the 3rd place guy.
Yeah, so Styles goes 6.13. He rode really well last night.
Got a Moto win, which is the first.
You're a Styles supporter, right? You're kind of on the Styles. Not
I thought
like
he was
a fan,
be better
but like,
than what he's been.
Yeah.
So was that kind of what you? I mean, I haven't heard you say anything about Styles, but you made the comment. Is that kind of what you were expecting out of him?
I mean, half the field crashed in front of him, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he still got a win, and it wasn't Daytona.
Yeah.
I mean, he had Levi hounding him for...
Yeah, I mean, that was more along the lines of what I thought we were going to see Styles this year when he came out on the Star bike. It's just been a rough start for Star, period, the first 3 rounds
Rebuilding
here.
gear.
Yeah, so that to me was a good ride, and hopefully he builds off that when they come back in a couple of weeks. So
Yeah.
Because it would be interesting to see him up there, like, battling with the top 3, 4, 5 people there. So, Mitchell Oldenburg goes 5.46 for 4th, which is a sneaky, quiet, good ride for Mitchell
all
Oldenburg.
Season, though.
I think it's where Oldenburg is in his career at this point.
Yeah, but I mean, hell, dude, if there's a lot of guys, including
that
our
top
friend,
5 Genova bonus.
Yeah, including our friend Kev, that I bet would love that 5.46 finish in a race.
I would love to see him 100% focused on just riding the 450 class. Because he was good last year.
Oldenburg?
Yeah, he was good last year when he dropped into the 450 class a few times.
Yeah, would be interesting. Max Volan bounces back, goes 7.84 for 5th.
Could have had a
He should have won.
I think he
was
he
probably
should have.
could. Yeah, he probably should have.
But again, that same corner that caught 87 other people
somebody threw a banana out there.
I don't think I've ever seen that many top dudes all crash in the same race. Not just in the corner, but just in the race in general.
Yeah,
like, you gotta think
same
about it.
exact way.
It started with Jet, and then it went to McAdoo, and then obviously Pierce was behind him.
Yep.
And then it went to RJ, and
Yep.
then it went to Pierce again, and then it went to Max, and then it went to Jet.
Yeah, it was wild.
I've never seen the top dudes outside of Levi and Styles all crash in the same main.
Yeah.
Like that was a crazy fucking main.
Fucking wild.
I was watching that going, is anybody going to win this or is Phil going to win this? Which we'll get to that in a
I
second
kind of
here.
wanted Phil to win.
I did too. So McAdoo, huge get off in fucking qualifying.
This dude
like
has
that
more
was.
brawn than brains.
Did anybody notice like when they showed the clip of his hand bouncing off, he almost just like went limp as soon as it did because he was just like, shit, this isn't going to go well. Like if you watch his body language, he's like stiff. Hand comes off, he reaches for it. As soon as he knows he doesn't get it, he's like, fuck, and just like it's just like a limp situation. I mean, dude,
He
rough
can't-
go.
He's got big balls because he still rode.
Yeah.
Look, man, he cannot continue to keep having these big crashes.
No.
Because I'm seriously afraid the next time this happens, he's not getting up from it.
Yeah, that wasn't good. He went 8.75 for 6, so like that was a good night considering what the fuck happened. But like,
Now he's
man,
got
dude,
2 weeks to.
He's second in points now.
No, RJ.
I don't know.
No, RJ's still second.
I don't know. I didn't pay that.
He's
close
got-
RJ would be
he-
after last night.
He's got 2 weeks.
yeah, RJ is still second. You're right.
He's got 2 weeks to
Yeah,
get
heal
healed
up. Yeah. Derek Kelly goes 10.57.
Look, man, somebody get this kid a fill-in ride.
Yeah, he should have went to the PCs or.
I was
Husky.
Thinking, did some, yeah,
Oh,
He's
somebody-
already on steel frame.
somebody give this kid a fill-in ride because he is just top 10 all the time now.
yeah,
Yep.
Husky would be good. Too bad he's on this coast.
Yep.
But he could go outdoors.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Jalek Swole will probably crash at some point and not ride outdoors.
Jalek Swole does have an overall win though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jesus.
God, we're not
Here we go.
gonna get into
Pierce Brown goes 2.13.8. So it started off really good.
It's pretty on brand.
Were either of you surprised? How surprised though in that first main when Jet caught him and they started pushing towards RJ? How quickly they caught RJ?
Yeah. That
And,
was
like-
impressive at the end there. I was like, holy shit, they're close.
And I said I wasn't going to talk about Jet, but I was actually surprised that Pierce held him off because I was thinking
Little bit,
once
yeah.
Jet got him in sight in the whoops, I was like, Jet will go around him.
I did too.
But Pierce, Pierce in the whoop section, man, if Jet is like the fastest guy in the whoops, Pierce is not that far behind him.
Pierce is a fucking good rider if he could just stay off the ground.
He's changed his technique though, which is
Yeah.
a little weird to see.
He did change his technique.
Yeah, his technique is not the same as it was last
Anybody
year.
think that shroud flopping around on the right side caused him to crash in the whoops there the second
no,
time?
it's just Pierce.
Okay,
That
well,
was
I'm
just-
just saying because I was like saw that and I was like, ooh, that would distract the fuck
We are
out
now
of me.
going to call that is caloric deficit.
This is just who he is.
It's just who he is.
Pierce had some caloric deficit in the whoops.
All right.
Something.
So Phil goes 12.3.19
In a Phil fashion.
for ninth.
What the fuck?
He led that race for 9 fucking minutes
And he had a 6-second gap.
at one point, and I'm like, dude, literally
They
halfway
keep
in. when-
crashing. They don't want to win.
I was gonna say when like I think Volan went down, I went, Phil's
got
gonna
it.
win this fucking race.
I think the only thing I noticed about Phil the entire night, and Baumer had the same thing, was the lights on the
Yeah, so
front
do you know
number
what that
plate.
was for?
No, I have no idea.
Feld's
Okay,
testing
so,
it.
Yeah, so the light that was on Phil's bike is something that Feld is testing so the fans know who is leading the race. Or in qualifying, they'll light that light to whoever's the
Yeah.
fastest in qualifying. So if you notice, as soon as he got passed by Pierce Brown or whoever passed him,
Yeah.
the light went off.
I mean, Formula One does something similar into the sense that their guys on the top of their cars, they have different wings and they're
Yeah.
different colors.
Yeah.
Here's the funny thing. You want to test that and you put it on Phil?
Like somehow he fucking leads.
Yeah, and then all of
Wait,
a sudden he's leading.
they just throw it on someone? It's not on everyone's
Yeah,
bikes?
no, Phil tested it like
It was
a
just
week
it
ago
was just a
too.
tester.
That is like the biggest coincidence
It's
ever.
hilarious. So what was
Put
somebody
your TLR tinfoil hat on.
Oh my
was somebody
god.
saying? Yeah, it's staged.
It's staged.
Yo, Illuminati was
Phil,
at the
I
race
couldn't-
last
I
night.
couldn't figure out-
69 out front.
Like at first I was like, what the fuck is on his bike? Then I was like, holy shit, he's got lights on his bike, and I couldn't figure it out until I listened to the post race interviews
So-
and they were like, yeah, so he's testing them or whatever.
It would
So
have been real TLR tinfoily if it
he
was on the
won.
number 33 bike and he was
oh
winning.
god, here we go. Get out of
If
here.
I, like, when I saw, because Julian Baumer had the same thing,
yeah.
when they zoomed out because it wasn't a good shot, all I'm sitting there going is, those are just colored zip ties. Because they're running the cycle number plates. Where,
Yeah.
and then I'm looking, I'm like, how the fuck are they that bright?
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, what the hell is going on?
That's what I couldn't figure. At one point, I was like, "Does Phil have underglow on his bike? Like, what the fuck's happening?"
Yeah, but
I
good
thought-
thing they told the fans.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm with you too, though. I thought it was like triple clamps on
Yeah.
Phil's bike, and I'm like, "Where the fuck did they get bright ass green? And why are
Because
they
they were like
showing
neon.
up like
I
that?"
thought it was
Yeah.
like ECU.
They were,
Yeah,
they were
so-
crazy, but I mean,
Yeah,
That's what
good thing they told the fucking fans.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no
everybody
shit.
wasn't
Once
like,
again,
what the fuck?
big drop on Feld's part. Just had this whole thing.
Well, and actually at one point too, I also thought like how Git has those
Yeah,
things
that's
or
what I'm
whatever.
talking
I
about.
thought
Yeah, the RPM
that,
meters.
and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, that's just not showing off. Phil's gonna bitch about this week because it's gonna distract him.
those things were
I
bright,
wonder if
dude.
you
Yeah.
could see that.
I don't know.
I bet at some point, if you hit the light right, you probably
Maybe.
could. They were bright, dude. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is that?
All right, moving on. Dylan Walsh goes 14, 11, 10 for 10th,
Give
which
him a
is
PC bike.
which is I'm honestly
good.
surprised that he's not on one. Oh boy, here we go. So RJ,
RJ pulled an RJ.
122.13 for
Caloric
11th.
deficit.
And RJ.
Dude.
No, actually, you know what? RJ may be the one guy that's not, because think about how much that dude's ragdolled and never gotten hurt.
So honestly,
He's like
Think how many
Yeah.
times he's fucked up though.
he's stopping
Well,
it.
yeah, I
he's
mean-
stopping it in and out when he's not supposed to be.
Yeah,
Well,
his
'cause
body might be
I
good,
was the
but
guy
his
that
brain's
said that he had eye issues. Probably.
Yeah.
Look, dude. That was only RJ fashion. You go out and win the main, the
Yeah.
first one.
So here's the thing. He rode that first one, and I literally when he crossed the finish line, I went, Jet's about to lose the red plate tonight because RJ's going to go out and just do, even if he just rides consistently like he has, he's going to go 2-2 here, and Jet might win, or he'll win another one if Jet doesn't. And I'm like, and there goes that fucking, goes that red plate if Jet continues to fuck up like he did. And then the second race happens, and he blows his fucking hand off, which is weird. Two guys in the same race blow their fucking hand just right off the handlebar.
You know what they need to do?
Oh boy, here we go. Like the NFL put magnets in him or what?
No. They need red nail polish.
Okay, motocross.
Okay, here we go.
Carson.
So anyway, yeah, that was a very RJ, like
Shit.
for as good as he's looked the first two rounds, that was very RJ Hampshire-ish there.
it's very unfortunate because
Yeah.
he could have walked away with the red plate if he just
Yeah.
rode like he did in the first two rounds.
Yep. So,
Idiot.
A-Rod goes 18-10-9 for 12th.
Good for him.
Lopes goes 11-9-18. He is
Oh,
not a
guess
Triple
who
Crown
picked him
guy
an
for
all-star?
13th.
Fuck me.
So did I. What?
Good job.
dude.
I don't know.
And like
He
even
had
in the first
nothing all
main,
night.
even in the first main when he was like sixth, he just dropped anchor.
Yep. There was
Be interesting to see the club behind the scenes where they will actually probably talk about it.
Here's the thing
Probably.
is, he's probably going to talk about it in Portuguese the whole time, and you won't know what he's
he
talking
has a
about.
blog too.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah, it's in Portuguese.
It's in
yeah.
Portuguese.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's for his people though.
Yeah,
Brazilians.
So
Yeah.
my source was just telling me that the Lopes family doesn't have a lot of money.
Hmm.
The only reason he's here is because he was a Red Bull Brazil. So
Yes.
this is out of the Brazilian budget, not
Mm.
the U.S. based budget. This is worldwide shit. So I imagine that was probably a pretty hefty contract.
Yeah.
And that got him here.
Yeah.
And then also I got the info on where some money's coming from.
Where? Please share.
I don't know if I can share.
Okay,
This might
we'll
be an
talk about it
this
off
might
the
be an
air.
off-air thing.
All right, let's finish this up then. So Cole Thompson goes 9-16-14 for 14.
Typical Cole
Yep.
Thompson night.
Hunter Yoder goes
No. Fuck Cole Thompson.
Yeah, I know.
You know why?
He was on your fantasy too?
was on my
well,
fantasy.
here I am, 10 to 15 guy, the most consistent guy, and I never pick him. I always pull him off my team. I'm
'Cause
like,
he's a
fuck
dick.
it, dude. Consistent guy, 10 to 15.
Yeah.
He's gonna be all right in the Triple Crown. Fucking weeds it.
Sick, bro.
Hunter Yoder though.
He had a Liat yard sale, literally.
Oh boy, bringing that back.
Here we go.
Hunter Yoder though, man, he's improved.
Hunter Yoder 13-19-12 for 15th. That was a good ride
But listen,
for him.
you got to think Hunter Yoder was supposed to be the next guy at Geico
Yeah.
Honda.
He
so.
won, yeah, dude. He won a lot as an amateur. That's why I made the comment on the fantasy show about when he won
That's
that.
right. I
LCQ.
forgot he was a Geico kid.
Yeah, except he got the short end of the stick. He
Well,
never
yeah,
got
he
to
never
ride
even
the
got the
Geico
Geico
factory
bike.
bike.
I mean, he was pretty much in the same, but he was still a 150 guy when they closed shop, didn't
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jerry Robbins 16-12-16 for 16th. Okay.
Hey, Jerry's making
they?
mains,
Wow,
man.
Jerry's
Yeah.
finishing main.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your boy Mitchell 22-14-11 for 17th.
That 11th's pretty good, but
Mitchell
whatever.
Bloss.
Dylan Schwartz 17-15-15 for 18.
Yeah,
safely
just get
say-
to outdoors.
Brandon
Safely say he's
Scher
not a supercross guy.
riding Brandon Shar riding the Bar X Suzuki.
The Derek Drake bike.
So no, I think that's going to be a permanent thing.
no, I mean
because-
he was on there because
old boy couldn't make the main, so I guess it was probably the team's fault. So Masterpool is now out.
wouldn't shock me.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Wouldn't shock me.
Okay.
like what the fuck is that dude's deal?
I
He
don't
just
know.
rides outdoors, man. He's not a
I don't
supercross
know.
guy.
That dude better just
Dude,
he better just do the typical motocross thing, retire and become a trainer.
when Jake and Ty were getting ready to go pro out of the amateurs, because the way Tara and have drawn a blank on their dad's name, Jerry, They didn't want him to ever ride Supercross because they thought it was too unsafe.
I get that, but why not? Why can't you finish your contractual commitment? Why do you back out of every
Was
team
it
that
him
you
that
ride
backed
for?
out, or was it Bar X that dropped him?
I'm
That's
pretty
the
sure
thing.
he backed out of that.
Oh, I mean, I don't know.
Interesting. I don't know either.
It's just like, what other team was he riding for and he backed out?
Honestly,
AEO.
Honestly,
Yeah.
he doesn't really need to race ever to make money. They're doing just fine. Down
Why?
there.
They got oil money?
No, they've just been very successful. I mean, dude, his mom was a fucking
Olympic skier.
an Olympic skier.
Oh, really?
Oh my
Don't
god.
you talk about
All right,
targets
let's
people
finish
like
this
that.
up. So Max Miller gets 20th, Varese 21st, and B Ray 22nd with the big whip for
Slay
the
cow.
LCQ.
Did you guys both watch 250 LCQ?
Yeah,
What the fuck was Austin Politelli doing?
I have no idea.
That was pretty dumb.
Honestly,
What
I
was
have
he
no
like?
idea.
What was he doing?
it
I
was
don't know.
pretty buttery-ish.
I'm like, what? Just to think this kid was a Rockstar Suzuki supported kid as an amateur.
Was he?
Yeah, him and Rookie White.
Jesus.
Been
When
hanging out
Rookie-
with Buttery too much.
When Rookie was a Pudge Bowl.
All right, so that has been
Hang on,
our
though. Did you see